Green Bay Packers positioned as top landing spot for TJ Watt amid Steelers contract standoff. The buzz around the NFL is growing louder, and it's centered on one of the league's premier defensive forces, TJ Watt. Amid rising contract tensions between Watt and the Pittsburgh Steelers, the door may finally be opening for a potential trade. And the Green Bay Packers are being widely viewed as one of the most logical and well-positioned teams to make a serious move. Watt, a native of Pewaukee, Wisconsin, isn't just a hometown name. He's a generational pass-rushing talent. With a resume that includes being named NFL Defensive Player of the Year, 5 Pro Bowl selections, and 3 first-team All-Pro honors, Watt has solidified his status as a true game-changer. Over the course of 8 NFL seasons, he has tallied 108 career sacks, consistently disrupting opposing offenses and dictating game tempo from the edge. He's hit double-digit sacks in 6 of the last 7 seasons, including a league-leading 22.5 sacks in 2021, tying Michael Strahan's single-season record. But behind the accolades lies growing uncertainty. This offseason, Watt has reportedly reached an impasse with the Steelers' front office over the structure of his contract. The situation escalated after Pittsburgh traded for All-Pro defensive back Jalen Ramsey, a move that raised eyebrows and intensified speculation that the Steelers could be preparing to move on from their star edge rusher to manage long-term cap flexibility. Green Bay, the perfect fit on paper and the field. If Watt truly becomes available, few teams are better equipped to pursue him than the Packers. In fact, analysts across the league are beginning to connect the dots, with USA Today's Jacob Kaminka recently highlighting Green Bay as a top contender to land Watt. Watt would be a quality partner for Rashan Gary and would allow Lucas Van Ness to remain in a top backup role while he continues to develop, Kaminka noted. Green Bay has $35.5 million in available cap space, the 5th most in the NFL, so the Packers could easily afford to swing a deal for the All-Pro. Adding Watt to the Packers' defensive front would not only complement Gary, but potentially turn Green Bay's pass rush into one of the most feared in the league. Watt's high motor, leadership, and experience would be invaluable to a young and evolving defense. Crucially, a trade could be structured without having to give up foundational players like Gary or Van Ness. A win-win scenario that would keep Green Bay competitive both now and in the future. Financial flexibility gives Packers a major advantage. Unlike many teams pressed against the cap, the Packers are entering the 2025 season with a rare degree of financial flexibility. They currently boast $35 million in cap space, with $17 million projected for 2026 and an eye-popping $82.9 million in potential cap room by 2027. This puts GM Brian Gutekunst in a strong position to absorb Watt's contract and potentially restructure it in a way that benefits both sides. That level of flexibility isn't just about cap numbers. It reflects long-term roster building and strategic discipline that now allows Green Bay to strike while the opportunity is hot. A potential trade for TJ Watt wouldn't just be a splash move. It would be a calculated decision rooted in both present competitiveness and long-term sustainability. And let's not forget the emotional angle. Bringing a Wisconsin native and former Badgers standout home would electrify the fan base and energize the locker room. It would be a statement move, a signal that the Packers are serious about contending not just in the NFC North but in the entire NFL landscape, a moment for the community. This is the kind of scenario that reminds us why we follow the game so closely. The behind-the-scenes negotiations, the rumors, the possibilities that can reshape a franchise overnight. And whether this trade materializes or not, one thing is certain. The Packers are in the spotlight, and the moves made in the coming weeks could shape the next era of Green Bay football. If you're enjoying these in-depth breakdowns and want to stay plugged into every twist and turn of the Packers off-season storylines, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to stay informed, support our content, and remain part of a community that thrives on smart analysis and real football insight. Drop a like if you believe TJ Watt would be a perfect fit in Green Bay, and let us know in the comments how you think the defense would evolve with him on board. Every like, sub, and comment helps us grow and continue bringing content that keeps Packer Nation one step ahead. Let's stay sharp, stay connected, and keep our eyes on the next big move.